Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to Bang Out Volleyball. Today we're going to be playing an absolutely stacked team, and one of them actually hit me in the chest while they served in the beginning of this year. Tried looking for the clip, but I couldn't find it. So yeah, that was actually pretty brutal, so I'm going to make sure that I'm giving these guys all I got. This is only our second match at this tournament, but make sure to subscribe and enjoy the video. So starting off the first few points, their very first server started to pick on Esther for the very first 5 points. And you can obviously tell that they're directly going to Esther, so that's putting a lot of pressure on that side of the court. But right here, they even got really good blockers and they make life super easy. So right here, still goes to Esther. This guy's serving was absolutely consistent. And again, he goes to Esther. Even though I pushed over to the right, he still managed to get that ball to Esther, but I had to sneak in just to get that ball up. Right here, Esther gets a really nice dig. So Matt gets a really nice block here, but look at these next few plays. That's block number 1. Boom, block number 2. I also want to apologize for all the shakiness. Block number 3. It turns out this court was very shaky, and anytime someone jumped or walked around the tripod. And that's block number 4. Absolutely insane. Matt, you are a monster.
Finish frames on my face, looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers, pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat.
Esther with a great up. And again, this team that we're playing has very solid defense, and they were definitely challenging us. Luckily, the outside hit out on this ball.
Neighborhood on the scene, neighborhood on the strip, neighborhood.
So Kim ends up dusting off the bottom of her shoe, but they blew the whistle, so they served her immediately. But she still got a perfect pass. But unfortunately, we get blocked like crazy.
Like no way, I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, yo, no.
So right here, this is when we start encountering Victor's swings because he's a lefty and he hits like Ushiwaka.
That's a no, no, no. Spinning dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Cleaner.
Ooh, I got a nice dig.
We gon' go, go, go.
I realize with this team, you have to stay really aggressive because their defense is solid, and the only way to get a point is if you actually swing at the ball. So you gotta stay super aggressive on this team. And right here, Matt pops off on the jump serves. Gets a few runs here. I didn't want to net, so I just kind of tipped that ball straight down. And Matt's definitely on fire. That's 3 aces in a row, baby. 4 aces in a row, baby. I realize I'm so short that my blocks are pretty useless against Victor. So if you guys realize, every time we hit the ball, it looks like their defenders are always digging it. They're so experienced and they know exactly where to be on defense, but luckily Matt gets that big swing on the line shot. But right here, I got a big double block, and I got stuffed because the set was a little tight. I probably should have went for a joust, but maybe my feelings or my nerves were overwhelmed, and I just realized I have to swing at every ball, even though that wasn't the smartest thing to do. Usually when you're playing at a high level or, a very stacked team, it can get very overwhelming. So me thinking clearly doesn't really happen for the most part. All I think about is bang out and don't hold back. Esther with a really nice pass here. We get a set to Matt. And man, Victor just blocks us, man. Uh-oh. And a second block by Victor. He's just a monster. But we're gonna break through somehow. Luckily, Victor here was back row, and I was still able to touch that ball, but if that came any faster, he would have hit me in the chest again. So in this next play, the ball ends up going to me, and I run a 2-ball, and I realize how tall the block was, and I just went for a tool, and I got the hands. That was perfect. I mean, what can you do when he's just hitting over us? But you know what? We're not going to give up. We still got to put up a fight here. So since we keep getting blocked and getting hit over, I realized the only option I had to do was tool the blockers. And it works. I found a weakness here, guys. But Victor still hits over us. So in this next play, the outside tips over the block and goes to the deep corner, and I end up digging this ball. It's crazy how good this team's defense is, because look how many ups they get here. And if you're wondering why they couldn't get this ball over, a girl had to touch it. So we have the rule called, it's like a 1-girl touch rule. So for co-ed West Side, 1 girl has to touch the ball. Yet I'm still getting roofed here. I need to go for a tool somehow, but let's just go to Matt. So as a smaller hitter, even if the ball is set off the net, I gotta stay aggressive. Luckily, this happened. And now we got Matt up to serve, and hopefully he gets a good run here again. Nice, that's 1. Here's 2. And there's 3. Oh, set was a little too far out, so I couldn't hit that ball, and Victor just bangs out in the 10-foot. I mean, seriously, what else can you do here? So I started to use my brain again, and I end up tooling this outside. Oh yeah. So here's another long rally, and if you watch the other team, their defense is spectacular. It's like almost nothing drops. So in this next play, this is the moment where Victor almost hit me in the face like last time, but this time I'm not gonna allow it. So just by watching this play, look at how smart this team is. They get the ball up, but look at this guy flying and still hits line. That's a really impressive line shot. Oh, turns out it was out, but that was a cool play still. So we ended up losing this game, but at the end of the day, we had a lot of fun competing against this team for only our second match, and I'm sweating like an absolute, I don't know, I'm as sweaty as a Fortnite player at this point, but it was pretty crazy. Loved playing against this team. Now the question is, what did I learn today? I learned that when you play a very stacked team, you can't be scared. You gotta go in with confidence and and a lot of strength and power, and maybe some height helps a little bit. But at the end of the day, just because I'm 5'8" doesn't mean anything. You can still get points as a short volleyball player, because right here I was still able to tool people and get some points off their blocks. I'm the bang out guy, and don't hold back.